Hello YouTube and welcome to another general vlog video. How are you doing today? Thank you, I'm doing just fine. So today I just kind of wanted to touch bases with you on the difference in cost, somewhat, of raising your own food, whether it be just vegetables, fruits, or vegetable, fruit, and your own meat, your own poultry. So this is all something that we need to start thinking about. First off, let me start by saying that I'm not a professional YouTuber. I don't know how to link and leave cards and have you guys click on these, but I'm going to give you some sites that I'm just going to speak to you, and it'll be up to you to type it in on YouTube or type it in on the regular internet to find it. I'm sorry. I wish I knew how to link it. I just don't know how to do it, and I'm so sorry for that. So, one of the things that's been getting on to me is as I get older, I start to worry about the intake in my body, what I'm eating and what I'm consuming, same difference. And just even other things. Go back and watch my videos. I think there's 3 videos. That's 3, just in case you guys don't know how to 1, 2, 3. You know, of course you do. I'm sorry, it's a habit. I think there's 3 videos on replacing weed killer with salt brine water. Uh, it's really amazing, and it keeps you away from the harsh chemicals that are weed killers. And this is stuff, it's 100% salt water, and it works. Go watch my video. And I now have the whole park here doing it. The manager of the park took it upon himself. I told him what I was doing. He's like, man, he said, I don't know what kind of weed killer you used. He said, but the next day, it was gone. It was all burnt and just dried up and died. And he asked me, he named several popular brands. Is that what you use? Is that what you... No, it's salt water. And everybody just kind of looks at you like, what? Like table salt? No, and go watch my videos. I'm not going to spend my time on this video explaining that to you. Just go back and watch my videos. Type in general vlog videos and weed killer, and that'll bring you right up to it. But anyways, and it's the same thing. I don't want chemicals on or around my body, around or on my pets, around or on my children. Also, what you put into your body. We hammer into our children, don't do drugs, don't drink, don't smoke. All of this, even now with the vaping and all of that, Juul or whatever it's called. But say they don't drink for a week, we take them to McDonald's. Man, you're putting about as much poison in their body as you possibly can. Not saying anything bad about McDonald's. I'm just saying, do you know where that beef come from McDonald's? Do you know where that chicken come from McDonald's? Do you know what that chicken was raised on? Do you know what that beef was raised on? No, you don't. So let's get into a little economics on it. So let's say you have a small part of land. Let's say you only have 10 acres. First and foremost, go check out Keeping It Dutch. He'll show you how to do it on a small scale. Let's say you've got 10 acres and your house sits on a little plot of it, and you've got, let's just say your house and your yard takes an acre, you got 9 acres left. Well, what does a cow cost? What does a grass-fed calf cost? I can tell you what it costs in my area, roughly. Now, I'm looking right here at one. My computer's down here, my TV's up here. I actually have Justin Rhodes playing right now. Well, I've got it paused. Once again, go check out Justin Rhodes. Matter of fact, what I'm watching is butchering 5 pigs plus a steer on a farm in one day. Now, yes, he has help. But, anyways, process of this going through and going forward. Here he has Hereford and Jersey cows. They're cross. And the calves are $900. I know at this time of year, you can get them a lot cheaper because even down at the bottom, he says, we don't have a lot of hay this year, so we're thinning the herd out. As it gets closer to winter, where they have to bring them in off the grass and the grass starts dying and stuff, you can probably pick them up cheaper. Now, yeah, you're going to have to put a little bit of money into it to get it up to the size. It doesn't say what these things weigh. I'm going to guess 300, 400, 500 pounds. You know, you want something around here, about 1,500 pounds is what we take to market, take to the butcher. I mean, you can get some places I've heard as high as 2,500 pounds. I've heard as low as 900 pounds. So it all depends on your area and what breed you're getting. And I don't need anybody down there, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You're right, I don't know what I'm talking about. For your area. I know my area. So let's say, I think I seen one earlier that was full grown, grass fed all of its life. I know the farm. I know you can trust them. They give them the attention that they need, whether it's veterinary or whether it's, you know, if they say they're 100% grass fed, they're 100% grass fed. You know where that's coming from. So you can either start them from a calf where you know what they've got in their system, or you can trust a local farmer, and farmers are very trustworthy, and you get you one that's grass fed. You spend, you know, maybe 6 months fattening him up, getting him where you want him to be, you know, some feed, some grass, some hay. I don't know if you want all grass fed or if you want to add some vitamins and stuff in their diet. Just different things. Everybody's going to do it a different way. I can tell you how I would do it. That's probably not how you're going to want to do it. That's probably not how your grandfather or your great-grandfather or whatever had told your grandmother and told your dad and told your mom. You know, everybody's going to have their own way. So just kind of pick and choose. But I'm getting to a big picture here. Now, I don't know what pigs run in your area, and I don't even know if I can find any in my area. Let me type it in. No, I'm not seeing anything up right now. Yeah, here's some feeder pigs. And once again, they're really bad about not giving you weight. These look about like half-grown pigs. They're $40 a piece. We'll make a better deal if you buy 5 or more. Now, normally, to do it yourself, you're not going to need more than 1, maybe 2 at the most. Get them to the weight you want. You know what goes in their diet. So therefore, when they're butchered, you know what's coming back to you. You know what's going in your body and into your family's body. So, and I'm the world's worst. I mean, I eat McDonald's, I eat Subway, had Subway tonight, and I had a BLT from Subway. So, I don't want to sit here and tell you this is the way I live, because I don't. But this is the way that I'm going to start living. So, you got to figure out, get on your Craigslist, of all places, get on Craigslist and say, okay, what does beef cattle run? What does feeder pigs run? What do chickens run? And then figure out in your household. Now, with me, there's only me in the house and my kids every once in a while. I don't go through more than, say, a pound of hamburger a day. So you figure I don't know. Let me. If you went a pound a week, it'd be about 100 and some odd dollars. But let's go calculator. Let's just roughly say it's $3 a pound. Now, because everybody's going to argue that. I don't know where you're located at. Let's say it's $2.88 a pound. So if you use a pound of ground round, a pound of hamburger meat a day, which is easy. I mean, tacos one day, spaghetti the next day, chili one day. You know, you're going to go through more than a pound a lot, but then you might skip a day and not go through any. You might have chicken that day. So, anyways, it's about $1,050. So, if I can buy this cow for, let's say I wait and I get it down, I get it for like, say, $600. And then I have to put about another $900 into it, or not another $900, another $200-$300 into it for feed until it gets big enough. I can take it to the butcher. I don't know what the butcher, I'm not even going to pretend like I know what the butcher costs in your area or even in my area. Go watch Arms Family Homestead. You might type that in, Butcher Day. I do know that he tells what it costs in Oklahoma to have one butchered. And figure it out. Now, yeah, you're probably going to run a little bit more, not by much, and maybe even less, but a little bit more than what you can go out and buy it for. But say you run across $200 more a year on beef. If you get it, you've got the land, you grass feed it, you know what goes in it, you take it to the butcher, you go pick it up, they do all the work, they put it in the package and everything, you throw it in a freezer, you've got enough beef for a year. Maybe you've got enough beef for a year and you can give your parents beef for a year or for a couple months, or your brother or your sister or whoever. Just, you know, you're always going to have a little extra. Now, we are only talking hamburger. Now, I myself, I like a good beef roast. And I know beef roast is expensive here. You're talking $13 to $19 for a halfway decent sized roast. Now, if you've got a big family, it's going to cost you double that. You're talking hamburger, roast, steaks. So if you figure up all of that, what you would spend on it, it's going to come out cheaper. I promise you that. And you know what's going in your body. Same way with the pigs. If you get a pig for $40, say you've got another 100 in him, maybe even another 200 in him, getting him up to the size you want. You get $240 in that. Now you start talking about bacon, sausage, ham hocks. Start figuring out what all you get out of that one huge pig. And it's going to be cheaper. Now this, if you live in town or in a trailer park or wherever, this is probably not going to do you any good. But if you've got a little bit of land out there, stop and think about it. Okay, now let's go into the gardening. Let's go with vegetables. I'm going with myself personally. I use carrots. I use potatoes. I use celery. And let alone green beans, corn, peas, any type of vegetable, broccoli, kale, Swiss chard. Go into any of that and figure out how much you spend per 6 months. Try to figure it up to a year. And then figure out gardening is cheap. If you really, okay, for one, let me pull this up. Look at this. You're not going to believe this. eBay. A 20-foot long by 10-foot wide by 7-foot tall greenhouse is only $169. Free shipping. Now, I ended up buying a really small one. I don't even remember the size. It's probably 4 foot wide. It may be wider than 4 foot. And it's not very deep. It's about like a couple shelves. But you could buy that. You could get into gardening for, let's say you had to buy all your rakes and your shovels and your seeds, and you know, the seeds are cheap. Watch my comparison videos on seeds from all around, down to 2 for $1, and some are 4 for $1 from the dollar store. They're just as good. Oh, I know everybody out there watch my comparison videos. I show it. I prove it without a shadow of a doubt. Now, I ended up burning all mine because of a hothouse, a little bitty hothouse. I didn't realize I needed ventilation, and I didn't have time. But you can get into gardening for just a couple $100. And I guarantee you spend more than that. Now, I'm not just talking about your fresh vegetables in your refrigerator or freezer. Let's go talk about what's in your cabinets. Your can of corn, your can of, green beans, your can of peas, all of that, your can of mixed vegetables, your tomatoes, your whole tomatoes, your crushed tomatoes, your diced tomatoes, your tomato juice that you use in your chili and stuff. You can do all of that yourself. Say you don't want to get into canning and all of that. There's a lot of ways that you can freeze different things. Yeah, you might have to invest in a freezer. It's going to pay for itself in the long run. Stop and really think about it. Just get on eBay or YouTube. Get on Facebook or wherever you shop, and just look and see what these kind of things cost. Stop and do an analysis of what I spend per year. I'm making like I'm writing on my hand for vegetables. And then stop and think, okay, I could probably grow these vegetables for a quarter of that price, half that price, 3/4 of that price, or even the same price. You know what chemicals are not sprayed on them? If you go to McDonald's, and I hate to keep picking on McDonald's, so let's go with Burger King. You go to Burger King and you get a Whopper from Burger King, right? Yeah. We lost our Burger King here. It sold out and we don't have one. Anyways, and you get that Whopper and that lettuce that's on there. What kind of chemicals are sprayed on that lettuce? Do you know? What about you? The guy over here. Yeah. Oh, the lady over here is raising her hand. Do you know what's sprayed on it? You're right. You don't know, you don't know, you don't know, and I don't know. But if I go out to my garden and I grab it, I know. I know what is and what isn't used in the growing of all my vegetables. So you can sit there and say, well, I don't see why anybody would smoke, put that nasty nicotine in your system and everything. You're putting as bad, if not worse, chemicals in your body by not knowing what's in the food that you eat. I can just keep giving you analogies, of people saying, well, I don't see why anybody want alcohol in their system and stuff. It's poison. Yes, you're right. You're absolutely right. But so isn't that little trip out to eat. So isn't the stuff that you've got in your refrigerator. The stuff that's in your cans up in, you don't even, just the water that the corn is packed in. Do you know what's in that water? But if you pull it out of your own tap in the kitchen and you're canning it or you're freezing it or whatever, you know what's in that. You know that it's safe. Just like my weed killer, I know that it's 100% salt water. If I get it on my hand and I go like this, it's going to burn. But if I go like this, it's not going to kill me. It's not going to hurt me. So just stop and think about it. Is it worth the effort to start a small farm if you have the acreage? If this is something that you've been thinking about, boy, I'd like to have a little small farm. Now, I'm not talking about a farm that you're out here making money on and stuff. I don't know anything about that. And butchering. Now, I've butchered deer before, and I've actually butchered pigs before. 2 pigs, so it's not like a lot of pigs. I know it's not hard, but you have to know a little something. Get on YouTube and watch a video. They'll teach you how to do it. The Crockers. Go watch theirs. They're butchering a hog. Justin Rhodes. Hey, okay, let's get into chickens real quick. We're already into 20 minutes on this. Let's get into chickens real quick. Myers Hatchery here in Ohio Man, you can buy chicken so cheap, and chicken feed and chicken scratch and all that so cheap. By the time you do pound for pound, you're either going to be cheaper at right at the same price, and you know what's in your chicken. You know what you're putting into your body. And go watch Stony Ridge Farm. Go watch him on the chicken plucking and all that good stuff. And they have one, I think, on pigs. And go Arms Family Homestead, Justin Rhodes, Stony Ridge Farm. Keeping it Dutch on the sides. Absolutely on the sides. He will show you how to raise pigs in a fence. Premier One Fencing. Okay, I've got a farm, but I don't have hard fence up and stuff. Cattle, you may need a good fence, but pigs, and I think even cattle, to be honest with you, chickens and all this, go get this cheap, I don't want to say cheap, inexpensive Premier One Fencing. It's solar charged. It's all the homesteaders just brag about it so much. That's affordable. Go pick that up. Throw up some little paddocks, I guess they're called, or little cages, and you can move them so they're always on fresh grass. They show you how to do that. If you stop and use your brain, and you figure, okay, this side's going to be here, but next all I have to do is grab from this side, go all the way, leave this side stationary, move it this way. Now when I go to do it again, I'm going to do the same thing in the reverse option. I'm going to go this way, and then I'm going to go back this way. Use a little common sense, and you don't have to have a whole lot of land. Now, this is what I want to do. I've done it before in a smaller scale. I've had the chickens. I've had pigs. I've never had cattle. Something I hope to someday get into. And I want to start seeing what goes in my body. I want to know. But back to the butchering. I've butchered deer. I've butchered pigs. I've never butchered a cattle. I think I could do it. Man, if you could do it that way, I know for a fact it'd be a whole lot cheaper than your grocery bill is right now. Could you imagine being 100% self-sustained or whatever it's called and knowing where all of your food comes from? Now, yeah, I don't know how to do sugar and stuff of that nature, but, your majority of your food, let's say you could go, geez, you know what, right now, honestly, if I could do 10%, 5%, I'd be better. But my striving goal is within the next year to do 50% of my food comes from my land, and I know what's in it. So when all these great people out here are griping and complaining, you're putting poisons in your body by smoking, and you're putting poisons in your body by drinking, and you're putting poisons in your body by whatever they claim that you are, and you are. But nobody ever stops and really talks about the food that we're eating and the chemicals that we're putting in our body from that. It's going right into our bloodstream. I don't know if it's because of my age or what, but I really want to start watching my intake. I want to know what kind of chemicals are going into my body. I want to know when I eat that food that it's healthy. I want to start getting healthy. So I just wanted to show you what I wanted you to basically do was sit down and figure out how much you spend on beef alone through a year. If you got a bigger family, it's going to be a whole lot more than me. So that one cow, okay, call a butcher, ask a friend. Okay, if I bring you in a 1,500-pound cow, how much hamburger can I expect to get out of that? How much beef roast can I expect to get out of that? How much steaks can I expect to get out of that? And get kind of an idea. And when he says, okay, you can get this much, and you think, okay, well, I don't eat that much in a year, but yet, in order to buy the cow, feed it a little bit, take it to the butcher, it's less, and it's 100% grass-fed cattle. I know what's going in my body, and the butcher is doing all the work. And yeah, I got to go out and buy a freezer, but it's right there. Look at the gas you'll save from going shopping. Oh, the benefits are just, they're mind blowing. I mean, I just can't. I really think this is something that you guys need to look into. I'm looking into it. I hope that you'll look into it also. Go out and check out Meyer Hatchery, Premier One Fencing, Keeping It Dutch, Arms Family Homestead, Stony Ridge Farmer, Justin Rhodes, the Crockers, just all of these YouTube channels that are doing homesteading, and you will learn. Get on Craigslist or wherever you do your marketplace shopping and look and see how much beef is and how much pigs are, and chickens are. Get a hold of Meyer's Hatchery. Do all that. Anyways, that's enough of a rant for me. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm going to start doing this, even if it's on a small scale like I'm already doing, but I'm going to pay more attention to it. I'm getting ready to start a early winter, well, it's not early winter, but I'm going to grow vegetables that I can grow, Swiss chard and stuff that I can grow into spinach, radishes that I can grow into the winter. Oh, I'm pumped. And it's amazing. I'm going to start knowing what goes in my body. All right. Yeah. Got a hair or something in my mouth. So I'm going to get out of here. Once again, it's a general vlog video. Please like, share it, thumbs up. Please subscribe down below and comment down below. And we'll see you on the next video. I hope you have a great day, an even better tomorrow, and an awesome night. And we'll see you on the next video. And don't forget, I got to get up close and personal because I'm my own cameraman. I'm going to get up close and personal so I can hit that off button. You guys have a great day.